What's up, everyone? Welcome to a COVID-19 special edition of the Save Point podcast. I am Josh. As always, I've got Sean, Chase, and Leo here. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good. Not too bad.
Good. So, guys, if you haven't noticed, for anybody that has watched us more than once, you will notice that we are doing this remotely because of the pandemic that has taken over the entire globe, it seems like. So just for an abundance of caution and safety, we decided to do this remotely, but we didn't want to miss out on, doing the podcast and putting that out there for you guys. So that's what we're doing this for. If there happens to be any technical difficulties during this recording, we'll try to work through that on the fly. But I think we are going to be good to go. Sorry, my lighting's really off. I'm just looking at it. It's like casting a deep shadow, like right down on me. So you guys,
I'm in the bunker somewhere.
You guys have much better lighting. But anyway, so if you're new,
professional lights.
If you guys are new to the channel, the way this is going to break down is the first part of the show. We're going to go over the news, kind of going through the entertainment industry. So that's movies, TVs, video games, everything like that. And then the second half, we will kind of go over what we've been watching and playing. Just kind of the entertainment we've been consuming, which because of the lockdown and the quarantine and everything like that, I'm assuming we've been probably consuming a little bit more than normal, or at least I have for sure. So without further ado, guys, let's jump in. And just so you know, when you guys are watching this, I'm on the right-hand side. Leo is in the middle square. Think of it as the Brady Bunch. And then Sean and Chase, you can see, are sharing a screen there on the left. So let's jump in first. Did anybody check out the news stories I put up?
No.
Okay.
I was actually doing some work.
For you? Fair.
Yeah, I was doing some gaming.
Okay. Assholes. All right, let me pull this up first here.
And I'm assuming I already watched the PS5 conference. I'm sure you'll get to that eventually.
Yeah, I mean, that's the plan. We'll at least talk about it. It was more of a... I mean, we can start there, but yeah, that was definitely on it. So Mark Cerny, he's like the hardware architect for the PS4 and obviously the PS5. They held a talk. It was a big tech-related talk about kind of the specs of the PS5. I don't know why Sony hyped it up like it was a consumer event, because it really wasn't.
Yeah, that was a big mistake.
Because they didn't talk about the hardware design. They didn't talk about what the console looked like. They didn't talk about games. It was all about the under the hood numbers, and the way they talked about it was just completely wrong.
It was very strange.
Yeah, it was really bad messaging, because everybody was super excited that kind of what Microsoft was doing, we were finally going to get Sony's version of that, and it really wasn't. The talk itself was supposed to be at GDC, the Game Developers Conference, but because that was canceled, they just decided to do it on their own. But they didn't message it that way, and it was really bad. The event itself was fine if you knew what you were getting into. But if you were thinking,
I was thinking like that should have been like a second or third event type of thing,
right?
And like kind of have it, kind of like how Microsoft's been doing it, kind of be a little more like show friendly, show off some maybe some gameplay, or honestly, I think they need to show off what the actual console looks like already.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that it was, the conference itself was fine if you knew what it was going to be about. But if you were expecting like a traditional E3 press conference where they were going to show trailers and the console and the controller, it wasn't that. I'm not going to, because I don't think, or at least I'm not, I don't know if you guys are, we can if you want, but I'm not going to get into like the nitty gritty and like the hardware numbers and what everything means. One, because I don't personally care all that much.
Yeah, I don't either.
As long as the games look nice and they play well, that's all I care about. But on the whole, for the most part, just from a number standpoint, it looks to be a little less powerful than the upcoming Xbox. But the big difference is the solid state drive. Sean, I don't know if you saw that. I know you're kind of more into the tech side of things.
Yeah.
It looks like the Xbox is more powerful, but the way that they structured the PS5 architecture, the PS5 is actually going to be faster in terms of booting up a game from, like they said that you can
They're
basically
both going
go
to be
from
very fast, but
yeah.
the solid state drive that's in the PlayStation, I was looking at it, it's a lot better than the one in the Series X, just because I
Right.
mean, just different priorities. Microsoft
Right.
went one direction and Sony went a different direction.
Yeah, so it's supposedly, if what Sony says is true, like for those that care, like you can boot up a game from the powered off position, like the console is off, or excuse me, from the basically the home screen or whatever when you turn it on to a game in 1 to 2 seconds. There are no load screens, and basically the way the developers can prioritize what they want in the game, they can prioritize that in the solid state drive. That was one thing. Did you guys see the backwards compatibility thing? It was a little weird.
Yeah, man, that sucks.
Yeah, it's only
Only
for
like certain PS4 games, and that's it
yeah. So it's the top
for the time
100
being.
PS4 games are the only ones that are backwards compatible at
The
launch.
top 100. Oh my
The top 100 from playtime. So the top 100 games that have the most playtime, or according to the playtime that gamers have put in, those are going to be the ones that they're prioritizing for backwards compatibility. There's no PS3, PS2, PS1 compatibility like everybody or a lot of people were not assuming, but kind of hoping for, that the rumor was going around, at least not at launch. Yeah, so that was a little bit of a letdown.
Well, I can kind of see that since they still have the PS now.
Right, and that's
Probably don't
I
want to
think
take
that's why
away
they're
from
doing
that.
it, because they're trying to push PS now.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah, they need to.
but it's kind of sucks because I think it should be included, but
Yeah, I do too.
I don't really play
It was a
PlayStation, so
little
it's
disappointing. I mean, me personally, there's very few games that I would actually go back and play all the way through for, like, older games. Every once in a while, I'll maybe want to play like an old JRPG or something, but yeah. But other than that, like, I'm not going back to play uh fucking I don't even know, Fantavision from the PS2 or Tekken Tag Tournament or something. Like, so like the full backwards compatibility is cool for a lot of people, and I know it is important for a lot of people. But it's not for me personally, but I know it is important to a lot of people. But anyway, and the other only thing that they really talked about of note was Sony's focus on 3D audio. So the way that I understood it is that even if you're playing out of a TV and there's no surround sound, they have a way of manipulating it and making it sound like, basically, yeah, it makes it sound like it's almost like a built-in sound bar, like those 3D sound bars you can buy, but it's hardware enabled through the PS5, so it makes it sound like you're having 3D audio, or like there's a surround sound system. So that was kind of cool, but I mean, again, these are all things that I don't necessarily care about. But I just
Did you listen to Mark Cerny talk about ears for like 5 minutes?
Yeah, dude, he wants Sony to take pictures of the inside of your ear so you can send it to them.
It was weird as fuck.
So they can send you like a custom molded like 3D audio earpiece to immerse you in the games even more. It was very strange. It was
for like $400.
Yeah, it was super weird.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It was super strange. But anyway, so moving on. This is still about the PS5, but a lot of the news, I'll just tell you guys now, a lot of the news, just because it's the news everywhere, is going to be about the coronavirus. But this particular story says that as of right now, hold on, it's loading up. The PS5 is not yet delayed by the coronavirus, says a PlayStation PR agency. I don't know about you guys. I know that I've said before on the show that that I was thinking that everything was gonna be delayed till 2021, the spring of 2021 for both consoles. As of right now, neither one of them has officially been delayed. Now I mean, this is a PR agency, so I'm not gonna take everything that obviously they're a PR agency, so they're trying to spin it probably for shareholders and stock prices and things like that. I still think that it's probably going to be delayed. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, with everything that's going on inside and outside of the industry, do you think
it would just depend on how bad it gets and how long it's going to take for the virus to clear? I mean, if it takes till like August, then yeah, it's going to get delayed. But
right. What about you guys? What do you think? You think they're still gonna make it happen?
Yeah.
I think it just depends on, like Leo said, how long it takes them to get it under control and contained.
Right. Yeah.
And,
I don't
because
know.
there's the way it's been going. There's been a lot of things that have been shut down that like I've never seen before.
Right. I mean, everything's getting shut down. Everything's getting pushed. I mean, AMC closed down all their theaters. Here in Ohio, we're basically 1 or 2 steps away from a lockdown where everybody's going to be basically holed up. It's not quite that bad yet, like it is in, a place like San Francisco where they are on lockdown already, whatever. But yeah, even like big blockbuster movies, Black Widow's been delayed, Fast 9's been delayed. So it'll be interesting. We haven't seen any major delays in releases from the game side of things yet, but I can't imagine that it's not going to happen. That, even with developers being able to work out of their home, I can't imagine that, something's not going to get pushed because they just can't meet a deadline. Whether that's a smaller, maybe indie title or a AAA game remains to be seen, but it'll be interesting to see how this all shakes out. Yeah, this is something that we've never really seen before.
I think the indie game
my gut tells me they'll release it still. They'll find a way.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Leo?
I think the indie titles will probably be delayed just because they're working with a smaller team,
right?
And they can't be pretty much in the same room together. So
right. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I mean, even if you can work at home, yeah, the communication is just not there like it would be if you're working in the same office. It's harder to, obviously when it's a collaborative effort, yeah, things just can't get done the way that they can when you're there together. The next story, again, kind of in the same vein, is Final Fantasy VII Remake will not be delayed, but Square warns that if you want a physical copy of the title, it could be very hard to get their hands on it. So there's not really a whole lot to say here, but this is more of a PSA announcement that if you are one of the ones that are still holding on to physical media, yeah, I mean, if you get it digitally, if you just want to download it, that's not going to be an issue. But if you want to go to GameStop or Best Buy or something, just because of the supply constraints and shipping and manufacturing and the discs and everything, yeah, so just keep that in mind. It's just going to be harder to get your hands on the title. So they decided to go that route. Kind of what we were talking about before with the PS5 and the Xbox is, do they still release it on time knowing that there won't be enough supply, but they want to get it out anyway, which is what Square did with Final Fantasy VII, or just they delay it. But so
they could always just do like a digital only release to begin with,
right, and just have the physical copies come out later.
Come out maybe like a couple months after that, or
they'll probably have
whenever they feel comfortable.
Right.
They'll probably have an extra DLC or something like that to include the physical copy. Just to give them incentive to go out and get it.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. That's all. Yeah, that all makes sense. So it's not too long. I actually went back. Did you guys, Sean? Did you end up playing the 7 demo? Did you ever?
What was that? You're cutting out.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you guys ever play the 7 demo? Chase, I know you did, but
no.
No.
I've been just there's too much shit on Game Pass.
Leo, did you play it? Did you download it?
No, not yet. I got busy with the show.
No. Okay. All right. At this point, you might as well wait. But yeah, I mean, I went back and played it
Yeah,
again.
I think I'll just wait.
I went back and played it again. I tried to speed run it, and I just kept getting annoyed with the Chase. What are they called? The blue guys on the way back out of the reactor. The really annoying ones.
The laser dudes?
No, yeah, no, not the laser dudes, not the turrets, but the
Oh, like the blue guys with like the beam cannons
Yeah.
on their arm?
dude, they
I
kept
don't
getting
remember
on my
all, but
nerves.
yeah,
God, they were so freaking annoying. But anyway, and then the last one that I have, actually, there's two more. This came out today. GameStop employees told to keep stores open because they are essential business amid the COVID-19 outbreak. So GameStop's been getting a lot of flack for this. They want to be put in the same category as grocery stores and anything, gas stations, anything that's essential. So they want to be, because and I'm paraphrasing here, but the CEO said that because they are enriching the lives of people in quarantine, that they should be considered essential and therefore should be exempt from a lockdown, like restaurants and bars and things like that.
I want that money.
Yeah, but it's responsible.
It's not like people from the bars are going to go to GameStop to get games.
Yeah,
it's not really going to affect them.
Right. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know, man. I know that they.
When one of his employees gets fucking coronavirus,
that's what I mean. The first time that somebody gets confirmed to have it, or a family member is confirmed to get it from their, whatever. But I know that they want to turn around their financial situation, but I don't think this is it. I don't know.
No, I think that's gonna kill their finance.
Yeah,
and keeping all the stores open and having like a fraction of the business they would normally have.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
did you see who's running GameStop now?
Yeah, Reggie.
Reggie.
This is his first act as board member. Oh man. But yeah, he's I don't know. I don't even think they'll be able to get away with it. I think they'll be overpowered or overruled, whatever the legal documentation.
Oh, yeah, that's like that would be like a federal situation that they're trying to deal with.
I mean, Pennsylvania already closing things down. Besides, like grocery stores,
right,
auto parts stores, banks, hospitals.
Yeah, just the essentials. I mean, everything else, recreational, and bars, restaurants, any retail.
I don't know. There's a lot of. They said I read a news story. There's a lot of like packed bars for St. Patrick's Day and stuff like that.
Did you see the one in Cincinnati? They packed 40 people into the bar the night after they closed them, and the cops found out and they raided it and they boarded the windows and the door up, and then they're trying to take away the bar's liquor license so they can't operate anymore. Try to make it
irresponsible.
Trying to take make an example out of them.
They probably will. They'll probably take away their license for
that'll make
years.
The U.S. end up like Italy is right now, man.
Right.
People shouldn't run around worrying, but they should definitely take it serious and be concerned.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to freak out and buy 2 years worth of toilet paper, but don't also pack yourself like a sardine can into a closed space that's a bar that's probably dirty anyway. But anyway, so good luck GameStop on that. Yeah.
GameStop's fucking stupid.
And then the last one that I have, it's again about the coronavirus. This is I pulled this one from IGN. I didn't do all this research on my own, but it was they listed out every single movie that's been affected by COVID-19. We'll just kind of go through. We're not going to go through every single movie, but just kind of the big ones that we were looking forward to. They obviously delayed Fast 9. It was supposed to come out May of this year, April of this year, and now is pushed to April 2021. this is literally days after Vin Diesel said it doesn't matter what's going on or what's happening out in the world. People need movies now more than ever, and so we're going to release it on time.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that's why we all
And I assume that probably the execs at Universal were like, dude, you got to calm down. Like you can't be saying shit like that. So anyway, that ended up getting delayed. James Bond, No Time to Die, Daniel Craig's last Bond movie, has been pushed back to November of this year. It's supposed to come out here in a couple weeks. Mulan was delayed indefinitely. There is no new release date. It's supposed to come out next week on the 27th.
They should just release that straight to Disney Plus.
That's a Disney Plus movie. Let's give that one to Disney Plus.
And that's the thing. I'm interested to see which one of these, and we'll talk about, or like, what was the one that just came out? The Invisible Man, that horror movie with the girl from Handmaid's Tale.
Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, that one's out on VOD now for $20. It's a 48-hour rental.
That's a lot of money for a movie like that.
But it's interesting because I think there were rumors that Disney was going to do it with Onward, the Pixar movie that just came out, because it was only in theaters for like 2 months or 2 weeks, and that the new Trolls movie was going to do that. So I mean, in that case, it kind of makes sense, especially like family movies, or I mean, really anything. But if you think, like, for me, if it was me and Stephanie and we took the kids to see like Trolls, $20 is a lot cheaper than spending 60 or 70. I mean, obviously from the studio.
Yeah, I was just talking about specifically
that movie. Yeah, I heard it was good though. I would pay to see that. I think.
What, the
Invisible
Man?
Yeah, dude,
billionaire.
it's got
some
like
abusive billionaire playboy has the technology to turn himself invisible and torment his girlfriend.
Kevin
That
Bacon
seems a little
already did that,
far-fetched.
didn't he?
I mean, it's not more
Hollow Man?
far-fetched
Is
than
that Kevin Bacon?
Yeah,
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I think your
that was a good one though. But
hold on.
Yeah,
is
Hollow
your
Man
guy-
is great.
real quick,
Yeah, I
is your
like Hollow
guys',
Man, but it's just like I just need to know the backstory of how this guy had the technology to turn himself invisible. Because from the
my,
previews and the trailers, he was just like an abusive husband.
is, real
Then
quick,
she
is
stumbles
my-
upon an
Nanotech.
invisible making factory.
Is my
Nanotech.
is my screen
Okay,
frozen?
That's cheap. No, it's just
Can
Can
you-
Nanotech.
Are you still there, Josh? Because your video cut out.
But I heard that
I'm
Trump
back.
just said that there's a new the FDA just approved a
Can you guys hear me?
it's like called
Yeah.
chloroquine
Okay.
or something like that.
My Wi-Fi went down. I had to wait for the router to
Cure
reboot.
coronavirus. So.
what was that, Sean?
Trump said today that the FDA came out with something called like chloroquine that can
It's supposed
kill
to
the virus.
it's supposed to treat the virus or something.
It's like a malaria drug, but it's supposed to really help or something like that.
Yeah. Did you guys see the stimulus package that they approved?
Isn't that just for people who can't work?
No, that's unemployment.
That's
So
for everyone.
it's for anybody that makes less than 75,000 a year, you'll get $1,200. And then if
Well, I guess I know I'm getting my Xbox money.
and if you
Yeah.
have if
Do I qualify for that?
it's for every adult, yeah, as far as I know. And then
Technically, I'm one of those.
if you have a child, it's $500, an extra 500. So, all right. So where were we? Sorry, guys, my internet went down for some unforeseen reason. Let me pull the stories
You're
back.
talking
up.
about delayed releases.
Oh yeah, Quiet Place Part 2 has been delayed. No new release date scheduled.
I hope it's as good as the first one. I just want to say that because I really like the first one, but like the sequels to like those kinds of movies tend to not be as good as the original.
Yeah, definitely
It
not.
has what's his name? I like him.
John Krasinski.
No,
No,
I don't think he's in the second one.
I don't think he's.
Yeah,
in
he
it.
is.
He's still
it's
in
like
the story.
flashbacks.
It's
I
a
think.
prequel, like how it all started or something like that.
No, I think it's flashbacks, and then it takes off after
Uh,
spoilers. John Krasinski dies, and it has the dude from Peaky Blinders and
Oh, Cecilia Murphy.
Red Eye. Yeah, it has him in it.
It's Killian actually.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy. I like him.
It's Killian.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But yeah, I like him. He's in it. And I think like Emily Blunt and the kids like run into him after they like escape after the end of the first one.
Ah, gotcha. um, the New Mutants has been delayed again. Jesus Christ! At this point, I don't know if this
Is
movie.
that the one with Macy Williams?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't. This
Maybe.
movie. This movie was supposed to originally come out in like 2017, I think, or
Yeah, I've been hearing
2018.
about
It's
that,
just been
yeah.
delayed over and over.
Just with
That,
that
I
one,
can
yeah,
tell
they
you that's
should
gonna
release it
bomb
through Disney.
so bad. I
Oh.
already.
Yeah, absolutely. This one should go straight to Disney Plus. Like, there is no way, whether it was theatrical or not, that this movie is getting its budget back.
No.
So,
I don't know. The Game of Thrones stars, they really don't do well on their own.
yeah, no, I agree.
Outside of like Sophie Turner, she's like the biggest one.
She's so hot. That's why.
No, it's because she married a Jonas brother.
That too.
That does help.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt. The Disney horror movie Antlers is being delayed.
Disney horror.
What?
Well, it was their
Like a real horror? Or is it like
no,
you
it's
afraid of the dark?
no, it's like it's an actual horror movie. It's called Antlers. You should look it up. It's got Kerry Russell in it.
That one does look pretty scary.
Yeah, but it's
Is
Disney.
it about like Christmas?
Is it like a family horror movie?
No,
No, it's like a horror
Why is
movie.
it Disney?
Well,
I'm
it
so
was
confused.
originally owned by Fox, but when they bought Fox, they kind of absorbed it.
Oh, I got you.
So
it has a kid in it.
That makes more sense.
Blue Story, I don't know what that one is. It's about two London youths whose lives are scarred by gang warfare.
Say youths.
Youths.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, I mean,
The
I'm
biggast
using
one.
context clue for the word youths, but oh, youths. I thought you said youths.
Youths.
I thought it was maybe some British term.
Black Widow.
No, it's a Benny.
Black Widow has been delayed indefinitely. That one's gonna be interesting because with the way obviously Marvel has done MCU movies up until then, I mean they could just push everything back, but these movies can't typically be released out of order because there's always like a trail to the next phase into the next movie, and everything makes sense in that order. So it'll be interesting to see if everything gets pushed back, which I'm assuming.
What's the next one after Scarlet Witch? Black Widow.
It was Shang.
Is it Morbius?
No, it was the Chinese based one, Shang something or. Oh shit! My phone just died. I don't remember. When you
I know
guys,
what you're talking about. I don't remember.
I can't. It's
As
one of
long as it comes out before then. Otherwise, yeah, they're gonna have to push them all back. You know what I mean?
right, and then the Disney Plus shows Loki, Scarlet Witch, and WandaVision. All of that has been delayed indefinitely. Also, production on all those have stopped. So it's just weird, man.
Damn.
Like how this is gonna affect. Yeah, just everything. I don't know. It's weird to see, and I honestly think that this could be, not to sound like super dramatic about it, but it could be like a real like change in the way that studios do movies, because you have to imagine that somebody at Disney or somebody at Sony Pictures or wherever, they're doing a cost analysis on, well, if we potentially could make this amount of money based on this many screens and this movie and this budget versus, well, we could release it video on demand and do it for 20 or 24 bucks for a couple day rental. If they kind of shift how they do their marketing budget and, they don't have to team up and pay money to the theater chains to house their movies, and all of that stuff can change if that happens. Do we actually, even after this thing, the virus dies down and things kind of go back to normal, will we still see big budget movies go day and date digital? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how it happens. I mean, this could be like a big turning point for that industry. It'll be just it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out. Personally, I would love that I don't know about you guys. For very few movies do I really feel like I need to run out to the theater and see them. Obviously, the big summer blockbusters are probably the exception. You know, the Marvel movies and Star Wars and things like that. But for the majority of movies that I see in a year, I'd be more than happy to pay $20 on a Friday night, you know, the night it's supposed to be released, and just watch it from home. So, and if they
Yeah.
can, and if they
Yeah,
can
I feel
get,
like most movies. Yeah.
yeah, and if they can get, you know, 10 or, you know, 5 times more viewers that way versus what they would have gotten by paying $12 per ticket, you know what I mean? Like, where does that all net out to? So, but yeah, it'll be interesting.
$12.
I don't even know what a movie costs anymore. 12 or $14 for an
Just go
adult.
to the one in Uber Heights. It's $8.50.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap. At least
Oh.
around here where we are
Yeah.
I don't
in
know.
Ohio. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. That can't be the average price anymore, though. I mean, maybe around here, but there's
the
no way.
average price is definitely like around 12.
Yeah, I was
would
gonna say there's no way. It's still $8.50 nationwide. I didn't
No.
even realize it was that cheap here.
For our theory, it wasn't. It's there's recliner seats.
Yeah, we do have kind of the fancier seats. I don't remember what else was on that list. I know the Avatar movies, all 3 sequels, all 3 Avatar sequels have
They're
been
using
delayed.
the coronavirus as an excuse to.
So they have been delayed also.
Avatar 2, the original rumored release date for Avatar 2 was the same day that Aquaman came out.
Was that like 2017 or
Yeah,
something like
It was
that?
like
something
December 2017 or something, yeah. And
Like,
now, it was supposed to be a
I do
2021
watch-
release. Now it's going to be pushed back indefinitely. So who knows?
2031.
It's like, will we get them before James Cameron dies? It's like the Game of Thrones books with George R. R. Martin. Will we get those before?
He put out a tweet, or like, not a tweet. I don't
Yeah,
think he tweets,
I read that this morning. Like,
he
he's like,
basically self quarantined and he's
working
doing a
on
lot of
books
writing.
now that he's been
Yeah.
quarantined.
So he's been getting a lot of work done. I mean, those were the big ones, especially for the first half of the year. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a weird time we live in. I think everybody's just kind of figuring this shit out as they go. But let's kind of shift gears here and go over what have you guys been doing? What have you guys been consuming? What movies, games have you been playing? Movies have you been watching?
I've been watching a lot of movies.
You have?
I'm playing a lot of Warzone and Apex Legends.
All right,
Pretty
well,
much it.
okay, well, let's start with the games first then. So you're still splitting your time, Chase, between the two?
Yeah, you know, Warzone. It's good. It's getting better. It's just sometimes it's frustrating.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but like the sound design on that, like
The audio is god awful.
the footsteps, I can't hear them sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
I play with a headset on,
I do
and
too.
there's been multiple times where somebody's walked up right behind me and shot me in the head or executed me, and I didn't hear a single footstep.
Now, can they use dead silence? Can they use those?
Yeah.
But I've heard it's a problem. Like it's
Okay.
a like actual sound design.
Well,
audio.
it is a little bit of a problem because there are times where I've heard that I've had the exact opposite problem where I feel like somebody's right behind me, and it turns out that, you know what I mean, like they're like 2 floors away, but it sound, you know what I mean, like you can hear.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like everybody's talking about is footsteps. You can hear them when they're like super far away, and they'll sound close, but when they're like close to you, you won't hear any footsteps.
Yeah.
And like gunshots can be super far away and sound like they're right next to you. They can be like 1,000 meters away on the map, and like it'll still sound like it's in your like general area.
Yeah, I have noticed.
It's just some stuff they gotta iron out, which I hope they are. But I like it. It's fun.
I do too. It's definitely keeping.
I like it a lot more than the multiplayer.
I was gonna say I haven't touched the standard multiplayer since Warzone came out. I do like the inclusion of the solo mode. That way, if I can't play with you guys or Corey, then I can, because it's tough. I basically played solo with no fill.
Yeah.
it's tough taking out multiple. It's tough taking out a team on your
Yeah,
own.
it's hard going 1v3 all the time.
Yeah, it's really hard. So, um,
Just because like the time to kill is so fast, so
yeah. Now I did see this is kind of a new story, but it's about Call of Duty, so I'll just bring it up here. Did you guys see there was a leak, and the guy that leaked it is a pretty prominent Call of Duty leaker. He was accurate about the Warzone mode and kind of like Modern Warfare, and just like this is last summer when the game was um still being rolled out, and kind of like there all the details weren't known yet, but he was saying that there was going to be a Black Ops reboot. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I mean I've heard stuff about that before. Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's the Call of Duty 2020.
right. Yeah, it's basically going to reboot.
It's like it's rumored to be like a Black Ops reboot or like a Black Ops remaster or
Yeah,
like one of like the two possibilities instead of like officially Black Ops 5. It's supposed to be
Right.
like a reboot or like a remaster of the original Black Ops.
yeah. So what I heard, or at least this rumor said, that it was going to be it was actually going to be a reboot. It was still going to have some of the same characters, but there was going to be new story elements included, and then it's going to take place. The campaign, at least, is going to be the Cold and Vietnam War.
I can't hear you. Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, Sean, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot. Let's see. I beat Ori 2.
How's that?
I 100% of that in like a day and a half. Yeah, it's great. It's better. I think it's better than the first one. There's more like action in it. It's
Right.
very much more action focused, and there's like abilities on ability.
Mm-hmm.
Equip and equip. The world's bigger. The graphics are better.
Right.
There was like some frame rate issues that a lot of people had. I read
Right.
that they were trying to patch out, but I still got some pretty shitty like frame rate drops.
Was it like
But
unplayable, or is it just like...
there was like a span of like 5 minutes where like I was just like lagging across the screen and it wouldn't go away.
Really?
Other than that, it would just be like little dips here and there, and it didn't take away from the game.
Right. Yeah, there was one.
Like if I were to score it, yeah, it took away from it, but
Right.
it didn't take away from my enjoyment of the game.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a little bit. There's a few technical issues because there was something circulating on Twitter where this guy got stuck. It was something to do with like he didn't back up his save or something, and I can't remember exactly what happened, but he went to load in and something happened, but he got stuck in a loop where he would try to load in a level, or like he would try to load in a save. I'm gonna say this wrong, so I don't even want to like go into the details, but like something happened where it basically bricked his save because he kept trying to load in and it wouldn't load in, and it would circle back to the load screen, and then when he tried to load it in, it would just keep circling back, and so he was stuck in this like infinite loop of trying to get his load to save, and it wouldn't load, and so he was basically, from what I remember, he was like done with the game, but he was trying to like 100% everything.
Yeah.
But his save wasn't backed up, and so basically everything was like he had to wipe everything.
That sucks.
Yeah, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than small things like that, I've heard nothing but good things about that game.
After Ori, I went back. I'm trying to finish Hollow Knight now. I'm like 60% done with that.
Yeah.
I'm downloading Phantasy Star Online 2 right now.
Is that on Game Pass?
Which is only out on Xbox. That's the only place it's available in the West.
Is it on Game Pass?
No, it's just through Xbox.
Oh, gotcha.
You don't have to have Game Pass to download it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Playing The Surge 2, which is very Dark Soulsy, futuristic game.
Mm-hmm.
Started playing Ace Combat 7. Those two were on Game Pass. I think that's about it. I've been and fill some time before 7 remake comes out.
Yeah, only a couple weeks now.
And Minecraft Dungeons, which I'll be spending a lot of time with.
What about you, Leo? What have you been playing?
The show 20.
How's that? Is that good?
Good. Oh yeah, definitely. A lot more features this time around than it was last year.
So
It's like the batting mechanics is totally different.
So what have they? What have they? Because I played a little bit of last year. It's not. I'm not like an expert by any means, but like, what have they changed?
On the hitting, there's no more guess pitching. You know,
Okay.
you guess
Right.
what pitch you're going to throw in what location. They don't do that anymore.
So it's now all just timing based.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you still have the
I
cursor
didn't like,
to hit the
I didn't
ball.
like having to
Okay.
guess which pitch it would be.
Oh, I love it. But I mean, it's fine now. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Right.
Do they have? Can you switch back to the old way?
I'm sure you could, but I haven't changed it yet. So, but fielding mechanics is a little different. There's a meter now to throw bases, so that's a little bit more difficult than just pushing a button. So,
Right.
but yeah, this time around I've been playing the Road to the Show, so that was pretty.
Is that just like the dynasty mode, or no? That's where you take your created player, right?
Player.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, right now I'm in Double A as a pitcher. So, but
gotcha.
But I've only played it for a couple of days, so I haven't really got real deep into it. So
right. I mean, if I know you, you'll play this until next spring. So
Madden.
Yeah, I guess until August, I guess. Have you been playing anything else, or has it just been the show?
Just a show. I mean, before that, I was playing Madden.
Jesus Christ, man!
I was trying it out on all Madden, trying to see how I would do without no creations at all. So just the original rosters.
How'd it go?
Better than I thought. I took the Raiders right now. I think we're about 500. So
there you go.
Not changing the defense or anything.
That's about what we did this year or last year. Speaking of which, did you guys see all the free agency news coming out of the NFL the last couple of days?
Yeah, dude. Is a Buccaneer.
Yeah, Tom Brady's a Buccaneer, and Jason Witten's a fucking Raider, and did you guys see today that the Rams let go of Gurley and Clay Matthews?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were trying to clear
I
up
wish
cap
Pittsburgh
space.
had the money to pick up Todd Gurley, but I know they got no cap space, probably.
Yeah, so Phillip Rivers is an Indianapolis Colt now.
Yep.
What else?
DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, DeAndre Hopkins is a Cardinal now.
Yep. David Johnson's a Texan.
Yeah, I mean, so there have been a lot of big moves.
Yeah. Trying to think who else. Cam Newton's probably be going somewhere else.
I heard Chicago to kind of give Trubisky
getting his G play.
Who went to Chicago? Nick Foles.
Nick Foles. They signed Nick Foles.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To give Mitchell Trubisky a kick in the ass to see if he'll do something.
Yeah, we'll see.
I could see. Well, there was a rumor that after Tom Brady left New England, that Cam Newton was going to go up there and kind of give Belichick a different type of offense, being able to spread the ball out with his legs.
I doubt Belichick will do that.
Yeah,
he's old school.
I could see who was behind Phillip Rivers in San Diego.
Idea.
Nobody. I don't think they have a second quarterback.
Yeah, so I mean, Cam Newton could go there, and then Teddy Bridgewater out of New Orleans, he's a free agent now. So
yep, he signed with.
Oh, did he sign already?
Carolina.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
he went to the Panthers.
Gotcha. So
yeah, 3 years, $60 million.
Nice, good for him.
Yeah. Drew Brees re-signed for 2 years.
Yep, I saw that.
I'm trying to think. I think Tannehill re-signed.
Oh yeah, with the Titans.
Yeah, dude, they gave him a big contract.
Oh yeah.
He strikes me as that he's gonna fucking do nothing this year. or he's gonna
Yeah.
he's gonna like tear his ACL in game 2 or something, and just
Yeah, that's how it usually does.
that's just
That's what happened to Foles this year.
yeah.
He got a big contract the first year. He hurt himself.
Yep.
First game, he hurt himself.
Yeah, exactly. What else? Where'd Chase go?
He's doing a little clean.
Oh, gotcha. Really, the only thing that I've been playing. Well, I've been playing Warzone. I won't get into that. I mean, it's good. Yeah, it's keeping my attention.
I'll have to download that.
You should. I think it would be fun. I want them to introduce. I want them to introduce 4-player squads instead of just 3, which I think is inevitable. I think it's only a matter of time before that happens. But
yeah, I'd like to see duos too.
Yeah,
because Blackout had duos and quads.
You can only do 1 or 3 squad members.
I mean, you can technically do 2 members if you want. That's what me and Corey did earlier, but it's still you still would be teamed up against potentially people that are in 3-man squads. So
that's stupid.
So you can there's the regular battle royale, which is supposed to be like 3v3 or like 3 teams of 3, and then they just implemented a solo mode where it's everybody against each other. But yeah, it would be nice to have a 2-person squad and then a 4-person squad.
Do they have the invisibility cloak?
Invisibility cloak?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
No. That'd be fucking nice.
I did.
I mean, there was a glitch for a certain Bangalore camo skin in Apex Legends that she was invisible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just fixed it like a couple of weeks ago.
I was gonna say they must patch that out already.
It took them a while. It took them like a month and a half.
Did it? That's
yeah. It was called the Invisible Bang.
But yeah, I like Warzone. I think I like it. I don't think I've played it as much as Blackout from last year, but I think I like it more. It's keeping my.
I played it more than Blackout. I barely touched Blackout last year.
Yeah.
I like the multiplayer more than Blackout, but I like Warzone more than Modern Warfare's multiplayer.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna keep playing it. It's kept my interest. But the only other thing that I really have played or put time into, is I played the Resident Evil 3 demo, and it's just as good as Resident Evil 2, which is awesome. The graphics, believe it or not, are even better in some cases.
That's what I heard. I heard it has some crazy graphics.
The graphics are good. I beat the demo there was a timer, so it was like 18 minutes.
It's like a Resident Evil 2 demo, like a one-shot demo.
No, you can go back and play it as much as you want. You can beat it if you know what you're doing. You can beat it in under 10 minutes, just like the other one. But for me, my first time through, it took me about 18 minutes and change. I think it opens at the beginning of the game, and then it's obviously you control Jill, and it takes you through like the opening sequence. I won't spoil it if you guys want to play it, or for anybody out there that's watching this that doesn't, want the game spoiled. But yeah, the graphics are good. It's a different kind of like survival horror. At least this section was, this demo, because unlike Resident Evil 2, where it was more about one zombie in a dark hallway and the lights are flickering and it kind of creates fear in that way. Here, the demo, the only thing I'll say is that it's outdoors. Obviously, it's in Raccoon City, but there's fires burning, there's turned over police cars with the lights still going, and it's very lit up compared to Resident Evil 2. But what really gets you is that there's zombies everywhere. So that's kind of where it's almost like The Walking Dead in that way, that it's kind of they scare you by the sheer number of ways and sheer number of zombies that are coming after you at one particular time. Like there were multiple times just in this 15-minute demo where it was 4, 5, 6 or more zombies, trying to corner you. And so it's about, resource management, because obviously you can't use all your ammo to take every one of them down. So it's resource management. It's trying to run away, trying to find an escape route, trying to find, a safe spot to get to. So obviously, Chase, especially for you, when you really liked Resident Evil 2, download it. It's fun. Like I said, you can beat it, and I beat it in 18 minutes, but that's with 5 minutes of me trying to figure out what to do. You can honestly beat it in 10 or 15 just to give you a little taste of what the game is about. But
yeah, I plan on playing it. Just haven't got it.
It's fun.
It just came out today, right?
Yeah, it was this morning. The other demo that I actually downloaded 2 more demos. I haven't played them yet, but the other one was actually the Resident Evil 3 multiplayer, the Resistance. It's the 4v1 multiplayer. I kind of want to jump into that with you guys. I don't know if it's cross-platform. I don't know if that's the case or not, but that would be kind of cool where one person... Leo, have you heard of this?
Yeah.
So it's like the 1v4 where like one person is like the master, like the game master that kind of sets the traps for the other 4 players. And so you can like set zombies on certain, like set up traps in certain rooms in certain areas. And so it's up to the other 4 players to be able to get through it.
Like the old school Dungeon Keeper games.
Did you go? Yeah, exactly. So I think that would be kind of a cool, different multiplayer experience. So I downloaded that. I haven't tried it out yet. And then the other one that I downloaded was Trials of Mana, which is a remake of the Super Nintendo Mana game.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet, but I downloaded it. I just wanted like an RPG to play to hold me over. Other than that, I played Final Fantasy VII, not the remake, but the original. I was trying to capture some footage for the video that I'm trying to finish. I think that's about it. What have you guys been watching? You guys been watching anything, or is it just playing games?
Oh man, I was watching a lot of stuff. Yeah, I just signed up for the HBO now, so I've been watching a lot of movies from there.
So how's that going?
Pretty good. Like I said, what would I watch? John Wick 3.
Dude, I love John Wick.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hobbs and Shaw.
Yes, I love Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
I saw you got the eye roll over there.
In that Fast and Furious universe, that turns me.
Oh, I love Fast and Furious. God, I love it so much.
I watched yesterday. That was pretty good.
Did you like that one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
that
that one a lot.
We watched yesterday.
Did you watch it
We watched
yesterday?
it yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
I like that movie a lot. That was
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. There was one thing that really bothered me. It was the fact that like they went out of their way to point out that Oasis didn't exist, but they never did anything with it.
Well, you saw a little bit of it when they had that kids talent show, but that was about it.
Yeah, so I thought it would have been like a nice full circle to like win her back on the stage at the end if he would have sang Wonderwall and been like, oh, yeah, you know.
No, I figured he would have a breakdown, so like he did.
Yeah, well, I saw that breakdown coming like
Yeah.
yeah, that's a pretty good movie.
But I just didn't see the point of pointing out that Oasis didn't exist.
I mean, it's just the same reason that,
with it.
Maybe they just wanted to kick him in the balls. He's like, you guys didn't want to do this if we wasn't for the Beatles. Also, Anna on HBO. Watch that.
Which one is that one?
It's the spy movie with a lady where she's a model.
I don't remember that one.
It's like John Wick 3, so it's like a female version.
Yeah. I do know what you're talking about.
Was
that good?
Yeah, that was good.
Was it?
I just put it on at night right before I went to bed, which was a bad idea because I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, of course.
So like 1 a.m. Then I watched Ma, which was Chase thought was the other movie, Anna.
They're both like small, like literally small titles, and they have like A's in them.
Totally different movie.
I know they are. It's just I got them confused.
Then
by title, not by content.
Then I watched Annabelle. The other Anna.
Jesus
Annabelle.
Christ. That's
On
the
there.
horror one, right? That's about the doll.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to watch that. Did you watch that on HBO, the La Llorona or whatever?
Yeah, I actually bought that a couple months ago.
Is that any good?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Which one
pretty.
is this?
It was like a old Mexican folk
Is it a
tale.
horror film?
Hmm.
No, it's just based on the Mexican folklore.
Yeah.
Like
Bacabra?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I saw it on there. I didn't click on it or anything.
About the mother, like, you know,
she
fully
like cries
protecting
all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently haunts you.
Yeah. That was pretty scary.
Sounds scary. Yeah.
And yeah, I've been watching Westworld on HBO.
How have you liked that? So did you start from the very beginning?
Of course. Why would I start in the
I know. I know. How do you liking it so far?
I like the first season.
Yeah.
The second season's kind of
No spoilers, because
boring.
that's a very high probability that that's what our next reactions will be to.
Mhm.
That or
Okay.
like Altered Carbon or something.
I would do Westworld overall.
Oh, I also watched Altered Carbon. So
Did you finish the second season already?
yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. Watch
Dude,
so
I
much
watch
TV.
I watch TV wherever I go.
Yeah.
I multitask.
Yeah.
You don't know it yet, but I'm probably watching TV right now.
Yeah, I finished. So I had already seen the first two seasons. You're right. Season 1 is a lot better than season 2 of Westworld.
Oh yeah.
Without a doubt. I think season 2 was trying to be too clever, and it just didn't really work. The plot kind of moves at a snail's pace up until the last
It is.
2 episodes, probably, where obviously everything. They do that old TV cliche where it's like super, super slow until the finale, and then they give you an entire season's worth of like plot development and like cliffhangers all at once. But season 3 is really good. I mean, obviously, if you want the full picture, you should watch the first 2. But I mean, honestly, at this point, I mean, if you guys want to do reacts, that's obviously totally cool. But if you just wanted to watch it on your own, honestly, like a YouTube recap of the first 2 seasons would probably be enough to get you into season 3.
Well, I haven't watched season 3, but
I don't know.
I would definitely watch
It's
season.
weird to start a show 3 seasons in on the 3rd season.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I just don't think, because it's not season 2 is a direct continuation of season 1. Season 3 it's very much a departure of like the themes and the setting and even a lot of the characters of the first 2 seasons. It almost feels like a reboot or like a pilot of its own show, just kind of set in the same universe almost.
Well, I haven't watched season 3 yet, but
Right.
if you went straight to like season 2, you'd be like, who the hell is this character?
If you're gonna watch season 2, you have to watch season 1. But I think that if you watched only season 3, for the most part, I think you'd be able to figure out what's kind of going on. There'd be
I think the boys' camera froze.
Oh.
Yeah, he was talking about the DeAndre Hopkins trade today, and yeah, Cardinals just like got a steal for him.
Dude, of course, he's like top 2 receiver in the league.
Yeah, all they had to give up was David Johnson and a 2nd round pick.
Dude, that's a steal.
We're back.
All right, sounds good. I don't remember where we were leaving off at. I guess.
What I was watching. So.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm done.
Okay. What about you guys? What you got? Did I already ask you that?
No.
What have you guys been watching?
Watched Frozen 2.
How was that?
It's good. Yeah, I liked it. Told you guys earlier, I like the first one better. I like the plot for the second one better, but the songs.
Yeah, it's hard to
I think
match the
pretty
quality
much
of
every
the
song in the first one, except for maybe like 1 or 2, were better than all the songs in the second one, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, Olaf was kind of annoying in the second one.
Yeah, they kind of took his character and tried to make it funnier, but he was so over the top that it.
Yeah,
I didn't understand his whole like shtick about like being grown up. It seemed out of place. Like, where did it come from? Like his desire to be grown up.
It was like, oh, let me be a Debbie Downer.
Yeah, I don't know. It was good though. I liked it. Yeah, I liked the plot. The kind of the more of the I wouldn't call it an action adventure, but you know, just kind of more of that tone.
A lot more action.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool. What have I been watching? I watched that. I watched. There was Westworld. Like, I won't spoil it, but yeah. If you guys like, I know you two, especially Sean Chase. I know you guys like Aaron Paul a lot. He is very. He's very good at playing the everyman, like the kind of not middle of the road, but yeah, just like the American guy everyman, which is what his character is in this season, seems to be. He just kind of embodies that, so he's really well cast. I'm excited to see where it goes. Again, I won't go into spoilers, but yeah, especially you, Leo, if you've already watched part of season 2, like you're into season 2.
Yeah, I'm about halfway past season 2. So
yeah, so I mean, it'll only take you a couple more. Like I said, the Man in Black, his storyline is, from what I remember, his storyline in season 2 is kind of ends pretty cool. What else have I been watching though? I'm still making my way through Altered Carbon. I just finished the first season. I have to start season 2.
I thought you already watched that.
No, I had like literally 1 or 2 episodes left last time we recorded, and I just watched them this week. And I need to start season 2. I had watched most of season 1, but then I got distracted with something else, and I didn't go back to it. I want you guys to watch. If you guys, do you guys like? I know Sean and Chase. I know you guys do. Do you like Breaking Bad, Leah?
Yeah.
Watch Ozark with Jason Bateman on Netflix. It is very, very, very good. Like I think it's better than a couple of the seasons of Breaking Bad. It's not like, I don't think overall a better show, but
that's a high bar to set.
But I will say that if it's not better than Breaking Bad, that it's pretty damn close to being at the same level. Like it's better than most shows on TV.
Still a very high bar to set.
But it is very good.
I've seen like the first half of the first season, and I don't remember much about it.
It's good.
I liked it though.
Yeah, Jason Bateman plays. You want to talk about the everyman?
I didn't get Breaking Bad levels of greatness off of it.
I think if you're going to do that,
But I haven't seen the second half of the first season or any of the new seasons. So
I think that, well, me personally, and I know this is a hot take, I think the Breaking Bad's a little overrated. But with that,
you say overrated?
It's a little overrated.
Wow,
not at all.
Yeah, I would respectfully disagree.
I know.
I disagree also.
I think that it's a very, very good show. It's one of the best shows, but I don't think it's like this giant. I don't know. I think everybody has such a fucking hard on for Breaking Bad that it's just
there's a reason.
It's just
I got hard on thinking about it.
It's just
the writing is actually like unbelievable. How the writing just gets better and better and better, and then it just ended. Like it never had a decline. It just got better and better and better until it wasn't on anymore.
Yeah, well, it was good. It was even great, but I don't think it was like this. I don't know. Anyway, that's a conversation for a different day. But yeah, Ozark's really good. Anyway, point is, season 3 is coming back on the 27th of this month, so I'm looking forward to that. What else? I think that's it. I really haven't been. I started a new job this week, so it's like my schedule's been a little whack. I haven't been watching as much as I wanted. I think that's about it as far as what I've been watching. I'm trying to think of anything on or on HBO that I've been. I do want to finish Ballers. I really want to see that.
Ooh, that's another one I should play.
Ballers is such an easy show to watch, just because it's half-hour episodes, and So by the time it gets going, there's like a little cliffhanger at the end. It keeps just like going into the next episode. It's just like Entourage, but instead of actors, it's athletes. I mean, it's the same exact premise. And The Rock plays their agent of all of these like big name like athletes and stuff. And it's just, I know you guys aren't the biggest fan of The Rock as an actor, but if you liked Entourage and that just like that type of,
Well, I think I would like The Rock
Like
in Ballers.
in a role like that.
yeah, I mean, he basically plays himself more or less. He plays an ex NFL player who got injured and wasn't able to like live out his career. So now he's a sports agent, dealing, handling money and contracts for, obviously his clients and stuff. But yeah, check it out. It's really good. It's 5 seasons. Like I said, it's not like 26 or 22 episode seasons. I think it's like 8 or 10 or 12 episode seasons. Each one's a half hour. So you can get through it in like a couple days.
Yeah, it's nothing compared to SVU.
Yeah, no, not at all. You can get through it in probably 2 days if you really wanted to. But it's really good. It's super binge worthy. What else? So I need to finish that. I haven't seen the most recent season. The last season I saw had Russell Brand in it. He kind of played the he played the like exec at like a surf and skate like X Games company that the Rock was trying to take over or something. I don't remember the exact details, but he plays kind of like a hippie asshole and just kind of
so
Right
he
at
plays himself.
House, pretty much.
yeah. So say what, Leo?
So he plays himself.
Yeah, basically. Oh, speaking of hippies, did you see Jared Leto? He just found out about the coronavirus.
Meditating in the desert for 2 weeks.
He just found out about coronavirus.
He was probably tripping on mushrooms or some shit.
Yeah, he was like, I went to this like meditation retreat for 14 days with no communication with the outside world.
Yeah.
And
It's called mushroom.
and then he came out of it with not knowing about what the coronavirus was.
Yeah, he was doing mushrooms
I
at the
read that.
Dash retreat.
And I was like, you know what? That's very Jared Leto.
Did you guys see? Speaking of that, did you guys see the German version of Big Brother? You guys, okay, so listen to this. So Big Brother, obviously, you guys know what the show's about, right? It's like a reality show, or whatever. So the premise of the not the premise, but like some of the rules of the show is you cannot have any outside access to the world. So
Which is like Big Brother.
No phones, no internet, nothing like that. The German version of Big Brother started filming in early February. So these people on this show have no idea what's going on in the outside world, and that Germany has basically been shut down.
Yeah.
But listen to this. The TV execs decided that they are going to reveal the coronavirus to them on live TV.
Oh my God.
TV, man. Can't move, but good TV.
Yeah.
And they're basically gonna let them know what's been going. The world is basically shut down on live TV.
They'll come back and like
watch like one of their families just be completely decimated by the disease and they have no clue.
Yeah, so it's, man, this is a weird time we live in, man. Like I don't know what to say about it. But yeah, I read that today and I was like, this is insane. Like only in this timeline would something like this happen. But anyway, I think that's it, guys. I don't know. Do you guys have anything before we sign off?
No.
All right. So guys, like I said, anybody watching, we've had some technical difficulties. This is definitely a dumpster fire of a show sometimes, but thank you for sticking and bearing with us. If you're new to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you are new, and hit the notification bell so every time that we do put up a new video, you guys hear about it first. If you don't want to watch us, but instead like to listen to us, maybe on the way home or to work, school, not that we're doing much of that anymore right now, but you can find us on
the way to the hospital.
Yeah, you can find us on all podcast services. All you have to do is search the Save Point Vids podcast. Give us a 5-star review and a thumbs up there as well. It helps us in the algorithms. I I think that's everything. Anything before we sign off?
No.
Nope.
All right, guys. Everybody, stay safe, take care, stay quarantined, wash your hands, and we will see you next time.
Later.